Hello guys, so today we are here to solve this very popular interview problem, reversing the linked list. In this we are given a singly linked list. So in a singly linked list, in between any two nodes there is only one link. So from the previous node to the next node there is only one link, and that's why it is a singly linked list. So we are given the head of a singly linked list and we are asked to reverse the list and return the reversed list. So when we return the reversed list, so we will, in this arrangement, one comes before two, two comes before three, three comes before four, four comes before five, and five is at the end. So when we reverse it, the end node will be the first node, and then four, which was coming before five, will now come after five. Three, which was coming before four, will now come after four. Two, which was coming before three, will now come after three. One, which was coming before two, will now come after two. So at every node, what we are going to do, that we are, reversing this link, which is pointing from this node to the, next node, will be reversing this thing to the back. So what are we going to do? So I'll explain the philosophy of our, what philosophy is behind this solution. I'll explain that thing. So once you understand the philosophy, you can, use the same philosophy for all the other linked list related problems. So what is the philosophy which I'm, what is this, philosophy that I keep on blabbering about? So let me just explain what is this philosophy is all about, so that you also understand what do I mean by, doing this. So first of all, I'm declaring one list node called header. Then I'm declaring one list node called current. Current is also, using the same value as header, so that is head. And then previous. Previous is, previous to the current. Previous will always be previous to the current. So this is the, this is the loop invariant, that header will be, at the beginning of the loop, it will be one step ahead of the current. It will get into one step ahead of the current. Current will be just behind the header, and previous will be at the previous node, of the current. And then we are going to change the links in between these three nodes. How are we going to do? So first of all, let me explain it. So we are declaring header is not equal to null, is not equal to null. So as I said, that in front of header will be in front of current. So why we are, using this header? We are using this header. See, the basic law operation that we have to do for any node is that we have to, reverse this link from the current node to the next node to point it to the previous node. We have to reverse this link from the this node to this node to point to the previous node. We have to reverse the link from this 3 to 4 to point it to the second. So we are, breaking this link. So when we are breaking this link, how will we be able to, come to this? So first of all, the very first step that we need to, undertake is that first we secure the, next node, so that first we secure the access to the next node. So how to secure the access to the next node? Just we'll be writing header dot next. So this header will move to the next node, and now we are sitting at the previous to the header node. The current is pointing at the previous to the header node. And what we will do, that current dot next. So current dot next is storing the value of the header as of now, but we want it to be storing the value of previous. So we'll put previous in the current dot next. Now previous has served its purpose. It was holding the, previous node's address. Previous has served its purpose. Now we don't need to have the previous node, reference. So we can update previous to the current node, and we'll move current to the next node. Next node is pointed to by the header reference. So previous will be current this is how we are, progressing. Okay, this is the just like increment thing which we do in our normal loop. So these two lines are like progressing, and header will be like this, and then we'll be return what is the value that we should be returning. See, header at the end, header will come to this, it will become null. Okay, so current dot next is, it should be null, but it is now pointing to previous is at 4, so 4 will be 5 will be pointing to 4, so it will be coming like this. 5 will be pointing to 4, then previous will come to this. Okay, this 5 previous will come from 4 to this 5, and then current will be moved to header. Header is pointing to the null. So current is null, header is also null, but previous is pointing to 5. So, and that is the new head of our reverse linked list. So what are we going to return? Nothing else, just previous. And once we return this previous, we are done with this. So we will run this, submit it. God is great. Thanks a lot. So if you have any doubt, please post it in the comments. I'll definitely try my best to answer those doubts. Thanks a lot.